Good morning. It's Sunday morning. It's a nice Sunday morning at that. Welcome to stockmarketfunding.com. Today's date happens to be 7:25 and the time is 9:10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And what we're going to be showing the SMF MMTs, who are SMF market maker traders on SMF Street, and they're market makers in equities. They're also market makers in this options market. Totally different than the retail options market. And we will prove it every time that we are 100% different in what you do and what we do. And the beautiful thing about that is that if you want what we do, then you'll get here very quickly. If you're tired of all of the textbook options content, you're tired of all the little CDs that really don't make you money, this market maker platform that we have, which is a new platform right here with all mathematical data for the equity, all mathematical, everything has got voice alerts. This is our own system here. And that system is designed to make sure that the SMF MTs on NFLX right here, what I would like to show you is that this contract right here on 7/21 was at $24 a contract, and NFLX reported earnings here. And the public loved buying the options at $16, and they loved holding them up here. They went up, they came down, then they gapped them up going into earnings season. So the public never loves to sell at the high. They got lucky. They didn't sell here, but now look what happened to them. They got dismantled. And this is where the SMF MMT comes in and starts making these purchases. It's called an SMF deflated call option that bounces. This was the inflated. Public buys options, and options are always written higher at the inflated. Some are written at deflated areas too now, but that's because the market makers in the option pit have a certain thing they do. And if you want to find out more about their mechanics and our market maker mechanics versus day trader options and all of that old standard deviation stuff out there, no, it's where the markets are made. And this is the option. That's that $100 call. And the thing about it is the public doesn't like to buy down here because they're scared. But this is where the market makers are making new markets. And because of the deflated price, they make the deflated price, and then they ran up to the high of $11. And that's a $3.95 move. On 30 contracts, that's well over $10,000 in earnings in your wallet as an SMF MMT. Pretty simple. Go to stockmarketfunding.com. Take a look. Go to After Hours Trading. Take a look at all of our stuff that we were doing. Take a look at all of our other live trades just like this here right now. And getting paid is what it's about. They love to own them up here, and they never love to sell them. This is inflated. They had to come down. And now they're going to make a move, and it's a $100 call on NFLX. I'm also going to show the other SMF MMTs. The $110 call is still a tradable instrument. Yeah, you got to remember one thing. You got to remember one thing. Not this day, but the previous day they closed at 339. That's not Friday's closing price. That would have been the day before. They walked him down to 282, but they took it off of that low and took it up to $5. You trade 50 contracts intraday, that's a $10,000 trade. But even if you only walk away with 6 or 7,000, that's still okay. Because as a market maker, on the $110 call that had the highs of the inflated pricing area over here, went from the high of 18 down to $2.82, where the SMF market maker gets their prices, and that's what they live for. And during the earnings season, it just so happens to produce a lot of these prices during the earnings season. This was a wonderful trade, and it's still a trade that is worth getting into, knowing that the previous week high was still $7.54. So on a drop down bid intraday, depending on how NFLX opens up on Monday, if the market gaps down and the equity gaps down, then they'll gap down this price, and the SMFMMT will move in with full throttle. And not only that, I done showed that, and I'm going to show the weekly chart. I'm going to show the daily chart. That daily gap down right here, this is a daily chart. Let's move this level 2 out of the way. Let's make this a little bigger in the video. And let's take a look at the daily chart. This is it. Let me just show you, though, that price was made where price was made in its last uptrend right here. And our platform on NFLX, which this is our trading app, and if I take out the brain here, you can see these are our mathematical prices. We price these prices within Wall Street. And you can see the huge gain. This part's in the video, went all the way up over here, right to the penny. The SMF market maker print, that's our print, not the stock market. These are our lines. But you can see that we sold right off, taking a profit and getting short on the way down. So this is our system. Yeah, it tells you when to buy, and it's all alerted. It's for the SMF MMTs using the brain and the ratios that they trade off here. That's the intraday. This charting app is just more historical. That's for intraday market maker app. Now, this is where prices were made. It was made in our system, in our platform. It was made there. Who cares? This is just historical looking. And right here at the same price is where that last trend went. And basically what you have now is you had a double top going into the earnings, but let's take this high right here and bring that down to there. Now, what we're looking for on this is that the daily bar stays on the right side of this diagonal trend line, because the right side is where the markets go up.